Mad Real director Chris Moss, and I'm here to bring you movie news. Now, disclaimer, this is not a confirmation, even though this may have come from an actor from the first Zootopia movie. Um, I still consider this a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt, because as we know in the movie business, anything could change at any time. But I'll get into that later. So where did this movie news come from? Well, apparently while attending a publicity event at a Dave and Buster's restaurant, Hat Tip Blog Mickey, I guess they interviewed or they witnessed the interview, whatever, that Tom Lister Jr., who played Finnick, who was Nick Wilde's partner in crime, the whole popsicle scene. I'll show you guys in a sec in case you forgot. He revealed that Disney has not one, but two Zootopia sequels in the works. And like I said, it's the movie business. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm excited about this. I personally believe him, but anything is subject to change in the movie business world. So take it with a grain of salt, as I keep reiterating. But yes, I personally believe him. I'm personally excited, but not too excited, because at any point in time, Zootopia 1 or 2 and 3 could enter developmental hell. They could just scrap the plan. They could, yeah, you get the drift. But I'm gonna get into the quote that Tom Lister Jr. said, and there was a video, but the video was quickly taken down. So as of right now, all we have is like the written quote of what he said when somebody asked him about the Zootopia sequels at the event. So he goes on to say, "I can tell you for sure I'm doing another Zootopia with Disney. We're doing 3 of them. There were 3 Madagascars. We're going to replace that. We're the biggest film that Disney is producing. The last one was $240 million. This one I'm hearing will be $300 million. That's what they spent on the budget, not the advertising. The movie made $2.6 billion with merchandising and the box office." So there's a couple things to unpack here. First of all, before I discuss more of this quote, if you forget who Finnick is in Zootopia, I'm gonna play this quick clip for you so you get a reminder. And this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Hey, no kiss bye-bye for daddy?
You kiss me tomorrow, I'll bite your face off.
This is Tom Lister Jr. In case you need to put a face to the character, in case you haven't seen the Friday movie, any of the Friday movies, which, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, in case you haven't seen any of the Friday movies, I was going to say who hasn't, but clearly there are people who hasn't. But this is who the actor is who gave the quote at the publicity event and who plays Finnick in Zootopia. Now, back to the quote. There's a lot to unpack here. Let's start with, first of all, he just spilled all the tea. This is partially why I believe him, because he sounds like an excited actor who had fun with the first Zootopia, and he's on board. They told him these things, or he found these things out, and he just let it, he just let it out. But also, the reason I say this is still a rumor, I consider it a rumor, is because Disney has not come out and confirmed this themselves. Once again, in the movie business, things are subject to change before production, during production, after production. There is no time limit on when nothing is not unable to change. So take it with a grain of salt, because also he was at a publicity event. He wasn't on I guess a press junket, or he wasn't on some marketing thing for another Disney film and some interviewer, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't a press junket where a professional interviewer asked him directly, like, hey, Zootopia, what's going on with that? This is a publicity event, meaning he's mingling with the fans. The fans came to him, or a fan blog came to him and asked him about Zootopia sequels. And he was caught off guard. I mean, yes, he spilled the tea. He spilled a lot of it, mind you, which I'll get into in a minute. He that's still, even though, you know, it seemed like he didn't hesitate. He was ready to spill this, but just keep in mind this was a publicity event. He was caught off guard with the question. Clearly Tom did not sign an NDA. So, you know, clearly that didn't happen because, like I said, he just spilled all the tea. So he started with, I can tell you for sure I'm doing another Zootopia with Disney. So if we're going to, let's, for argument's sake, let's just go off of strictly what he said in this quote, what he told the blog and the fan. I can tell you for sure I'm doing another Zootopia with Disney. So right then and there, that's telling us that Disney already has the cast together, or if they don't have the full cast together, they know they're basically bringing back the main characters, or some of the main characters from the first Zootopia. Once again, the reason I say take this lightly with a grain of salt is because at any point in time, because there is no official script that we know of, there probably isn't even a draft yet. They're probably working on a draft. They're throwing ideas. His character, Finnick, could be scrapped from the movie at any point, at any time. It could be before production starts. It could be during production. It could be after production, where they look back at the film and go, let's take Finnick out. Like, you know what I mean? So, yes, I'm going to keep reminding you guys to take it with a grain of salt because this is exciting news. Like I said, I personally believe him. I don't think he should have. I personally also don't think he should have spilled all this tea if it is true. And because let's go on to the next thing he said. Not only did he say, I'm doing another Zootopia movie with Disney, he didn't stop there. He didn't say, oh yeah, we're thinking about sequels. We're thinking about one sequel. Nope. He didn't stop there. He said, we're doing 3 of them. I can tell you for sure I'm doing Zootopia sequels with Disney, and we're doing 3 of them. Then he goes on to say, which the part that confuses me, like, why did he mention Madagascar? There were 3 Madagascars. We're going to replace that. What does that mean? Like, because when did the last Madagascar film even come out? I want to say early 2000, like maybe 2008, 2009, maybe. I don't know what he meant or what he means by we're going to replace that. The Madagascar movies were not horrible, so I don't know. Also, it has nothing to do with how well Zootopia, like, it doesn't affect Zootopia at all. So I don't know. I'm trying to find when was the last, because 2008, 2005 was the first one. Then 2012 was the last Madagascar movie, Madagascar 3. So 8 years ago. Haven't heard a peep from Madagascar since, so I don't know why he even mentioned that. But moving on, he said, we're the biggest film that Disney is producing. The last one was $240 million, not including advertising. This one I'm hearing will be $300 million. That's what they spent on the budget, not the advertising. Now, once again, he's just letting it all out, which leads me to believe, and I could be wrong, he's been sitting on this information for quite a while, and the minute somebody even mentioned Zootopia, he just hopped right on it. Damn it, Debo, why? Just I mean, I get it. Maybe Disney told him that, yeah, you can't talk about it, but then a part of me is like, I doubt it. Like, Disney didn't make him sign an NDA. Disney didn't tell him not to talk about it. So the loophole is, hey, let me talk about it. But then again, the video of him saying this was quickly taken down. So I believe he got a call from Disney after that. I think from now on, he's going to be quiet until we get an official confirmation from Disney. Which also, this could be a big plot. Like, Disney gave him the go ahead. Like, sure, you can talk about it. I don't really care, because they might be announcing the sequels pretty soon. But yes, I'm still excited about this. The last one was $240 million. Hey, honestly, like he said, the movie made 2.6 the 2.6 billion with merchandising and the box office combined. Why wouldn't you do a sequel or two? I personally loved Zootopia. And I was thinking, the other day, I was planning to do a video on movies that deserve a sequel, and Zootopia was on that list. And then like 10 minutes ago, 10 to about 30, 40 minutes ago, I was on Facebook scrolling, then this random article pops up, Zootopia sequels in development. I click on it, I start Googling, and this is what led me to this, and then this is what led me to this video. I had to hop on this piece of movie news. I had to do it. I love Zootopia. Like I said, I personally believe him. I could come to regret that. I could be wrong, but I believe him. I'm excited for this, but at the same time, I'm realizing that anything could change. Like I said, developmental hell, they could scrap it. They can have an idea of what to do for Zootopia. Like, as of right now, like he said, what, 2 sequels? They could decide down the line, maybe just 1 sequel and then some spinoffs. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm excited about this movie sequels. Yeah, I hope it's true. I really do. I hope it's true. He sounds like an excited actor who was told all these things, and he's just sitting on this information like a kid at Christmas. He just couldn't wait to reveal this to the world. But once again, it was at a publicity event. He was caught off guard. He answered. We don't know. So hopefully, hopefully it's true. I believe it is. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say this is true. Disney is working on 2 sequels for Zootopia, but it could change. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you excited about a Zootopia sequel? Do you think they should do 2 sequels, plan for 2 sequels, or do you think they should just do 1 sequel, see how that does, then move forward? Do you not care about Zootopia? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think Debo should have said anything at all? Do you think he spilled too much tea? Do you think, hey, he spilled just the right amount of tea? Do you think he should have just kept his mouth shut? Let me know down in the comments below. Send in those movie questions. I'll answer them in the videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.